Hi, Sandy. Good morning.
Good morning. How are you?
I'm doing great. How are you?
Good, just fine.
This is our first meeting, I think.
Yeah. So,
Right?
yeah, I'm kind of working with Katrina, and she said to attend these. It would make sense.
Awesome. That's great. That's great news. Yeah, I saw it. I don't think we've been friends on Facebook yet, but I saw that you're in the group. So
Yeah.
it'll be good once we're back in the office to finally get to meet you. But welcome to the office. I'm glad you're
And
working with Katrina too.
thank you.
All right. Well, let's see. Well, let me see here. We'll just wait a few more minutes
Okay.
before we get a handful of other people here. So now, Sandy, how long have you been in the business for?
Um, a couple days.
Just a couple days. You just got your license. Like, okay, so that's how recent. Okay, what were you doing before you got your license then?
So I worked in corporate America for 30 years, and my degree's in IT. A lot of
Okay.
data analytics, kind of that kind of brain. Um, but on the side, for the last 30 years, my husband and I have designed and built many houses, and we have a lot of investment properties. So it's always been in our world as a side thing. And now I've decided I need to just do it full time.
Awesome. Good. Good. Good.
Yeah.
So you're looking to get into it now. So with the IT background, you're not going to have much of a problem with creating your website and working your app and all
Right.
that type of Facebook ads and stuff like that, right?
Right. I hope not. I just need to get off the ground with how do I start, and then I can go from there.
Sure. Right. Okay.
Yeah. So, and I took all my post licensing classes during this COVID. So
Right. Good. Good.
I decided to knock that out, but I don't think it is an exchange for experience. So that's why Katrina's like, just go to the provisional broker
All right.
meeting.
Good. Good. Yeah. Well, I'm glad that you're here. So we run these PB meetings pretty low key.
Okay.
I just got like a text message from two other people that said they're in post licensing class right now as well too.
Okay.
So
Yeah, there's a lot going on.
yeah, I know, right? What else are you gonna do? Might as well take your online classes, get it out of the way.
Right. Right.
All right, so we usually run these. I run these meetings here. They're an hour before the team meeting.
Okay.
So we kind of just usually just start off. It's not we keep it low key. I like to go around the room and have everybody share a win that they've had, something positive, whether it was in real estate, whether they went on an appointment or they met with a buyer or they talked to a for sale by owner, whatever the situation is. So I like to always have somebody share with a win. And a win for you. You just got your license there a couple of days ago. That certainly is a win. Now you're ready to go out and actually you can do anything that ready to do anything. You could take a listing and work with the buyer and write an offer today if you wanted to.
Exactly. I just want to get off the ground and get going as fast as I can. So it's, you just have to establish a picture on a Facebook page, a picture on a website so I can figure out what those URLs are, get them on a business card, and get going.
You're absolutely right, Sandy. So any type of website that you can go like that you can create a free profile on, like
Right.
Yahoo Real Estate, Zillow, Trulia, Realtor.com. Go to every single one of those websites.
Okay.
Uh,
Didn't know about
even
those.
like Yelp and Google, like Google review, anything, and all that's all you really have to do is just put your picture up, put your cell phone number, and put your email address. That way, whether you never go there ever
Mhm.
again, it doesn't matter. You're going to be there once. You're going to have a presence there, and it could help you.
Okay, that's good. I did not know that piece.
So even all the social media, so Facebook definitely, but
Yeah,
go to
Facebook,
Twitter, go to
Instagram.
Instagram,
Yeah.
go to
Okay.
Pinterest, and
Okay.
just create. You can, as long as it's a free profile that you can create,
Right.
do that in picture, email, and cell phone, and then you'll at least have a presence there.
Okay, good. Okay, I will get those done. Forgot about those. Okay, Instagram. Okay.
And then now, the office is going to be going to reimburse you $30 if you do a Facebook ad.
Okay.
Have you heard that in Katrina's group?
I have heard that. Just don't know how to get there yet. But I really want this Facebook and website done today so I can get business cards ordered today. So then I can start moving forward. And then I can always go back and clean those up and put more content in them.
Perfect. Perfect. Okay. So good. So you're going to order business cards today. So do you have the 3 pictures that are required to be on the business card?
I
The
have
images?
just the Keller Williams logo. She told me that the address has to be on there, and then she told me that every office is owned and operated, whatever that statement was.
Okay. And then there's 3 logos that you need to put on. I'll email them to you.
Okay, good.
The realtor logo, the equal housing logo, and the
Oh,
okay. So I'll email those to you. I have an image where they're all together like that, and then obviously the Keller Williams logo.
okay, didn't know that. Okay. Um, didn't know
I'll
those.
email you that right after this class.
Okay, perfect.
Okay, good. So as far as once you get your business email, your business cards, as far as any other type of advertising, or if you create those pages on Facebook and stuff like that, just make sure you have the Keller Williams logo and
Okay,
on that page, so
right.
we know that you're an agent and that you're with our company.
Okay, good.
All right, great. So once you get your page created and everything, then we'll go ahead and you still have about another I think like another 3 weeks or so for the Facebook ad deadline. So you'll have enough time to make sure you create that. But I just want to make sure you get that because that's $30 that you can use right off the bat.
Exactly. Exactly. So that's good.
Okay, good. Let's see. How about and now with Bold Pivot, have you looked into that? Are you signed up for that?
I'm all signed up for that.
Awesome. Good.
Yeah.
Good.
I have no idea what it is, but it just seemed like everybody was doing it. And so I signed
Okay.
up real quick.
All right. Well, so regular bold is a class that you go to 1 day a week, and it was on Thursdays, and we went from 8:30 in the morning to 3:30 in the afternoon, and that
Okay.
was for 7 weeks.
Wow.
And it's really a class about like mindset and getting your mind ready and working and getting you to do have good habits in real estate, which that means like working your database, working lead generation, going out and meeting people, trying to build up as many contacts in your database that you can. So you can get referrals. And so that's what Bold is. And then so Bold Pivot now, then everything will be online. It's going to be very similar to that. And it's like having a coach because they coach, they tell you some of their experiences that worked. They really coach you up on a certain topic. And it's not so much scripts now, it's really like conversations. So
Okay.
real life conversations that you have. I mean, you can have the same conversation with the same internet lead or the same lead at an open house every single week. So they
Right.
really coach and train you up on conversations, on what to say, and it's going to be good for your mindset, especially starting out to start off with some really good habits.
Yeah, that does sound awesome.
Well, good. Okay, so those are my 3 things that I wanted to just make sure that we were talking about,
Okay.
and that's really good for you there.
Okay.
So today, my topic here is I want to talk about septic permits and how important it is to make sure when you have a listing and you market a property that the listing number of bedrooms equals the septic permit.
Okay.
All right, so let me share this screen to you. See if we can get this here. Okay, do you see the screen? You see this
I do.
MLS listing?
Yes.
Okay, so this is a property that was in Denver. Okay, and if you look right here, see where my mouse is, where it says bedrooms, it says 4.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see here. Okay, so this is the MLS listing. They listed it saying that this house has 4 bedrooms. And the listing agent, I changed their names, but they were both with Keller Williams, and this property was back in 2016.
Okay.
Okay, and so the listing agent listed it as 4 bedrooms. If you look at here, she got the house measured, and the house measured shows that it shows the square footage and the measurements of the house. And the bedroom, this is here in the basement. The bedroom in question is this room right here.
Okay.
And it says office/bedroom. So, you know, so there's a bedroom up here on the first, this is the first floor and the second floor. And then this is that third one where they're office slash bedroom. Now here, this is the tax assessor's record that you get from the county, from the city's website. This shows the owner's name and the address. Now this shows what the property's tax assessment value is, but it also shows where's the for right here for the land for the tax assessment. It says bedrooms are 4. Okay, so the listing agent looked at previous listings. She looked at what the house measurer did, and she looked at what the tax assessor says, and they all say 4 bedrooms. So she listed it as a 4-bedroom house. Okay.
Okay.
Here's our situation. Now here is a copy of the actual septic permit. This is from Lincoln County Septic Permit, and I'm going to send out a sheet showing everybody a cheat sheet on how to get septic permits or septic permits for each property. Because when you list a property with Keller Williams, you have to submit the septic permit on file as a part of your packet when you submit it to compliance. So if you look at the septic permit, it shows the property, it shows the address. But if you look over here, it's kind of an older house because it was back in 2000. But it says number of bedrooms, 4, and then that's slashed out, and then it says 3. And then they initialed it. Okay? So legally, and it was initialed by this guy that did it, Mike Morrow, or this guy, the health department record guy. So this is the actual septic permit. So though it says 4, it's outlined as 3. This septic permit says 3. All right, so last week, this is what happened last week. I received this letter in the mail. And it's from an attorney that says misrepresentation of that property in Denver. The letter says, please be advised that this law firm has been retained to represent the buyer, that person that bought the property in 2016. And they claim that the misrepresentation that the listing agent listed the house as a 4-bedroom house. It was listed with Keller Williams, listed in the MLS as a 4-bedroom house, and she purchased the house on July 27th, believing she was buying a 4-bedroom home. This is from an attorney. It was not until several years later that when this client decided to sell the property, which is around now, she discovered the septic permit is only for a 3-bedroom home, and we should need to list the price for a reduced price, $50,000 less. She went to the septic Lincoln County to see if the lot would allow for a 4-bedroom septic permit. And based on what they said, that it would be enough room to be a 4-bedroom septic system, and it would cost $3,015. Okay. And then this is from the attorney. The residence should have never been listed as a 4-bedroom home. The attached permit says the MLS says it's 3 bedrooms. This was either neglect or intentional misrepresentation at my client. They had the duty to pull the permits and advise my clients of this clear discrepancy between the septic permit and the MLS. Her failure to do so constitutes a breach of contract and negligence. The residence has always had a 3-bedroom permit. My client thought she was buying a 4-bedroom due to the misrepresentation, incurred expense. This is an expense she should not have to pay. Had this property been listed as a 3-bedroom, she would have never paid for the purchase price first she did, and she could have been suffered damages for over $50,000. Thankfully, they didn't have to, and that she incurred expenses of $3,165, and they're seeking damages from the agents, Donald Duck and Mickey Mouse, and Keller Williams. Okay? So this is a letter that I just got the other day, or back in March, saying this. So of course I did a little bit of homework and due diligence and called the agents, and what had actually happened was the buyer's agent did tell Miss Riker, the buyer, that it was only a 3-bedroom, and that they had a home inspection done. Of course, the buyer's agent recommended to do a home inspection. And the home inspector, if you can see right here in the bottom, I think you may want, and then the home inspector and the buyer's agent told the buyer to, or suggested that they get an additional septic permit. Okay, it says, I think you may want to get a septic contractor for an additional opinion, whether the bedroom basement would be included in the septic design. Based on the permit, it looks like it was intended to be, but it was crossed off because it wasn't finished when the 3-bedroom design was done. So let's go ahead and get an additional septic permit or septic inspection. Okay. So guess what they actually did? They actually did get an additional septic inspection, where it says that the property, upon inspection, it's said this property is a 3-bedroom home. And the lady got this inspection on 7/18. She closed on the house on 7/27. Okay. So I don't know if the lady forgot she got this inspection or she never read it or whatnot, but essentially that was my response back to the attorney, was that, you know, we did our due diligence. We did what we did. She did actually get a home inspection and a septic inspection and still bought the house. So, but the reason why I point this out is you have to list the number of bedrooms in the MLS right here, number of bedrooms in the MLS must match, must match what the septic permit says. Okay? Septic permit says 3 bedrooms. You have to put number of bedrooms, 3 bedrooms. You can write in the remarks, lower basement level has a room used as a bedroom, used as an office. But your bedrooms must match the septic inspection. So we got out of this because the buyer's agent did a very good job with their due diligence, suggested all the inspections, and actually kept a record of everything. And we sent that all back over to the attorney, and I sent that with a response back from our attorney and all that stuff. But that's why I just wanted to point out how it's so important it is to make sure you keep a record of everything. But the bedrooms in the MLS must match the septic permit. It's kind of crazy though when I get that letter and when you have all the information to back it up. All right. Right here. Okay. All right. Well, now Sandy, do you have any other questions for me?
No, I'm good. You gave me great information.
Okay. So yeah, that's important to just always cover your back. Cover your side, make sure every parts of every document that you do and all parts of your transaction, keep those for at least 3 years, and keep those in a file on Gmail or in the cloud or somewhere, but it's important to keep a record of all your files.
Yeah, I could see that.
Sandy, I appreciate you showing up today. Thank you for coming. Nice to meet you virtually.
Nice to meet you too.
All right, and the team meeting is later on today at 11 o'clock, so we'll see you for that.
Okay, thank you.
Bye, Sandy. See you later.
Bye-bye.